Hello and welcome to another episode on my channel, which I've still not given a very good name to, unfortunately. Um, Tonight, since it's nighttime for me, it's actually like 2:30 in the morning for me. So, tonight I actually wanted to talk a little bit about, if you've seen Xenoblade or Xenoblade, however you wish to say. I say Xenoblade. So, yeah, I hope that doesn't upset anybody. But yeah, I'd like to talk a little bit about that. What you were just listening to, it was actually one of the songs off of the soundtrack that I got when I had pre-ordered the game. So, um, it's actually one of the field songs. So it's a really nice song, and hopefully, sometime down the road, I can upload some of the music or link to some of the other music and whatnot, and you guys can take a listen. But until then, talk a little bit about the game. It's now, even though it has the Xeno prefix, I still remember English. Even though it has the Xeno prefix, it is actually not. It's kind of how Xenosaga is to Xenogears. It's they're except for Xenoblade's not connected whatsoever. Whereas Xenosaga and Xenogears had different, like, even though it was different, they still shared some characters and setting and, well, maybe not so much setting, but yes and no, time frame, but characters and names and whatnot. As of yet, in Xenoblade, there's really not been anything shared. Um, the uh, the reason they put the prefix, because the game was originally going to be called Monado Beginning of the World. Yeah, Monado Beginning of the World. However, they switched it to Xenoblade because it was a way to honor Takahashi Tetsuya, and that man poured his heart and soul and everything he had into Xenogears and the Xenosaga series. And so, in a way to honor him, because he is the directing supervisor for Xenoblade, was to change the name. And so you have Xenoblade. And it actually just came out Thursday in Japan. So, well, today's technically Sunday, so just a couple days ago. And I have to say, it's definitely it's a different game. It's not. Like, I'd seen some of the trailers and whatnot, but I really didn't pay too much attention. I try not to get too saturated with information before I get a game, because I don't want to build up an expectation and just have it come crashing down, or just not be interested enough to want to buy it and then maybe miss out on a good game. And so I read a little bit, I watched a little bit, and then I kind of spaced away from it for a while. And then they came to get it, and I got it, and I played it, and I've played maybe about, I don't know exactly how long I've played, but I played a little bit of it, and so I wanted to talk a little bit. Excuse me. So I wanted to talk a little bit about it. The battle system is more of kind of a little bit, not necessarily like Final Fantasy 12, but it does the same automated regular attack. So you're not hitting mashing an attack button and things like that. However, you do control the character's special skills, and those special skills can severely weaken the enemy, and then you can double up on that, and you can also set up chain attacks. And so you actually are able to, the world map is absolutely massive. It it takes a while to get to some places, and but I kind of like it because the music's really good, and it's really nice to see how far they try to push the Wii. And the the as I'm losing thought in but not the damn it, but shoot, but the battles are actually really fast paced. They you, sometimes if the enemy is really strong, it'll actually attack you, and you better be ready because there's been times where I've run into a monster and it just completely obliterated me because A, the monster was way too strong, or B, I wasn't really prepared for it and it just, yeah. And so you do have to kind of prepare for some of the fights. For the weaker enemies, you actually engage them. How it works is when you're on the world map, you just run around free base, and I'm going run around, and the monsters and everything will be they're maybe grazing in the field, or they're kind of just chilling on a beach, or they're flying around or something if they're like a bat or an insect or something, and then you actually target it and you select to battle it, and then you go into the battle straight there, no flip the screen, no and then go to battle area or anything. It's just right there, and then you go to work. um, the it in the town so far, there's been a lot of with the NPCs that a lot of them have different quests that you can do. And what's really nice about the game is that once you finish a quest, it just completes it for you. You can have it auto complete for you, which is really nice because half the time like I'll forget, either I'll play for a little bit and then stop, and then I either have to go to sleep for work in the morning or something, and so I kind of don't remember some of the quests that I have, even though it gives you a log and everything. Maybe I don't remember where the NPC is or something like that, and so it'll complete the quest. Like after you finish the quest, it will after you've met the requirements for the quest, it will complete it for you if you wish, and then you can still go on and do your own thing instead of having to go back to town and be like, I finished this, I got you 3 apples or something. It's nothing like that, but you know what I mean. Example. The I have to say that I haven't gotten too much into story yet. It's still kind of going at it, but the cutscenes aren't too long and lengthy like they were in Xenogears or Xenosaga. Now, I know a lot of people really did not like that. A, with Xenogears, too much reading. B, with Xenosaga, too much watching. And so they trimmed it down, and it's shorter cutscenes, and they still get a lot in, which is really nice. But for those of you that really don't like sitting around for an hour on end going, God, please let this cutscene end, they don't do that. So that's good for you, right? Yes. But they also have, what's really nice is they have icons all over the place for different things. They have icons to tell you where to go, if, in the direction of where to go for new places. They have icons for if you meet certain requirements with relationships between the different characters that you have. They will activate a kind of little cutscene, and they also have little icons for just about like everything. Like if need be, it'll pop up. And what's also nice is that it gives you a short little story log when you're selecting from your menu screen. Which, by the way, if you go to your menu screen, you're still able to actually move around while like opting to look through the menu screen. You can actually walk around and stuff. It's really nice. So I'm going to cut it here. So there'll be a part 2, and hopefully I won't set it around because I have to go through the webcam. a little bothersome, but you gotta make do with what you got, right? So please check out part 2. Thanks for watching so far, and I hope to see you on the flip side.